but how fun would these be in like a margarita in the summer, like poolside? I've been putting this edible glitter in every beverage I can get my hands on. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. I've been putting it in juice, just anything. I love them. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl. I am the indie dyer behind Hypnotic Yarn and the Yarnable Subscription Box. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. It has been a hot minute since the last time I had posted a video, but we're hoping to make this more of a regular thing. So I'm going to start somewhere, right? We have been super duper busy this month. So I feel a little bit all over the place, but I wanted to pop in and just kind of catch everybody up on what we've been working on here at the studio and show you what I've been working on in my own knitting, some yarn that I've got, some projects that I have. We're going to do a January Yarnable unboxing today. We have Brandy in the background packing February's Yarnable packages. She's putting shipping labels on them. So yeah, today is Sunday, the 29th. I'm not usually here in the studio on a Sunday. However, I just thought I would come in and record. Brandy's not usually here on a Sunday, but fun fact, her and her mom, who also works here, Jess, they both had the stomach flu. We just can't catch a break this month. So they were out and Brandy is here today instead of yesterday. So yeah, we're really having a month. January has been a month. I think 2023 has come in like a bear. So we'll see. We're hoping that February will be a little more chill, especially since it's a short month and we'll be starting a little bit behind the 8 ball. So wish us luck with that. I meant to bring a coffee with me today and I forgot. So I'm just drinking a vitamin water, which is my water of choice. I do love vitamin water. So I think I'm going to start out with the January 2023 Yarnable unboxing. Everybody should have received theirs by now for the most part. So yeah, I'm going to show you what came in January's box. The theme for January was party like it's 2023. And I had a lot of fun putting this box together. Let me see. Oh, I don't have an insert with me, so I guess I can't read the insert to you, but I will show you the items. So January's items came in this organza bag and it looked like this. And there was an insert as well, but like I said, I don't have one with me. January's inserts did get a little bit of a new look. So if you're a subscriber, I'd love to know what you think about the new color palette and the new format of the inserts. Yeah, I think they came out pretty cute, but I'd love to know what you think. So in January's box, we got these pomegranate scented bath bombs. They're a set of 4. They smell lovely. They're by Goddess Sea Minerals, and I've used them. They're pretty good. But if you're not a bath bomb person and you enjoy the scent of these, you could put them back inside this little organza bag and put them in one of your drawers, like your sweater drawer or something, as a sachet, and just let it sort of like scent your sweaters or your sock drawer, anything. I think that would be a really good way to use them if you're not a bath person, because I know some people are not. But I think this has a really nice smell to it. It's pomegranate to me. I don't know that I would say it's super strongly scented of pomegranate. It smells a little more floral to me, but it's not a heavy floral. I'm not always the biggest fan of floral scents, but I feel like it is a lighter floral, almost like a peony scent more than pomegranate is what I think, but it does smell very lovely. So I'm quite happy with those. And you can see the packaging has that like pink and gold like marbling on it, which will come into play a little bit later when I show you everything else that's in the package. We also have these packets. Everybody got one of these packets, and you either got this champagne rose gold, or I think the other one was iridescent moonstone, and it is edible glitter for your beverages. And I thought that was super cute for January because you could put it in your New Year's beverage. We actually shipped the January box a little bit early because we shut down in December. We shut down between Christmas and New Year's. So I think my last day at the office was December 21st. And then we came back, I believe, on the 2nd or 3rd, I don't remember, but we were off for quite a few days, like almost 2 weeks. So we shipped the boxes before we went on shutdown. So most people's boxes arrived before Christmas Eve. So I thought, that was perfect because then you could use your little sparkly beverage either in a Christmas Eve drink or Christmas drink, or if you celebrate a different seasonal holiday, you could put it in your beverage, or you could put it in your New Year's Eve drink. We had some extras of these and I have definitely been using them. One packet will do like, I think it says like 3 to 4 drinks. I don't remember, but one packet will definitely do a couple of drinks. I would say you could probably get 4 out of it, depending on how glittery you want these. But how fun would these be in like a margarita in the summer, like poolside? I've been putting this edible glitter in every beverage I can get my hands on. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. I've been putting it in juice, just anything. I love them. So I thought these were super cute and super fun and sparkly. And then we also had a 2023 stitch marker. I don't know if it's showing up backwards on the video, but it's a 2023 stitch marker by 3 by the Sea Designs, and it has a little like pink pearlescent bead on it, and it's a pretty light stitch marker. It's a lever back, so you can just pop it right on your project, whether you knit or crochet. You can use it either way. And I just thought, how cute is this? And I know some people are making like temperature blankets this year, and they're putting them on like those longer year-long projects, so that if it goes into another year, you could actually, at the end of the year, put this stitch marker on your last row that you did for this year for 2023. And then when you start up again, you'll know how much you did in 2023 versus 2024 and so on. So I really liked that idea. So if you're doing something like that, or if you, after hearing this, think you might do something like that, let me know, and let me know what project it is that you are knitting or crocheting, because I've wanted to do a blanket forever, but to be honest, I just don't think I have it in me. If you watched our old YouTube, or it wasn't on YouTube really, it was more on Facebook Live. Jess and I did Facebook Lives for quite a few years every Wednesday. And on that, at one point, I had started one of those, oh my goodness, what is it called? It's the crochet blanket that's super duper popular. A lot of people knit it or crochet it. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the granny stripe blanket, I believe. I had started one. Jess actually did the whole like chain and first row for me, because I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. And I'm not the best like crocheter in the entire world. So she did that for me and got me started. And then I was doing it, but I have that problem where I just cannot for the life of me figure out where my first and last stitch is, like which stitch is the first and last stitch. I think it has to do because you chain, and then that chain kind of counts as your first stitch, but it like goes over like this. So I never know which stitch is the right one. And people have told me like, oh, put a stitch marker in it. I've tried. I don't know. I just can't do it. Like, I just can't. I wish like I could, because I really like crocheting. I like the stitches and the like the quickness of it. I would make all of the blankets if I could just figure out how to crochet something that didn't go like this or just like wavy up the sides. So total bummer. So I'd started this and it started getting all wonky, and I actually just, I threw the whole thing away. I had made like a big giant magic knot ball of like all my leftovers from different projects. I kind of matched them up, and I put, like, I don't know, I don't say I coordinated the colors, but I put some thought into how the colors were going to, stack up in the blanket. I was super excited about it, and it just didn't work out. But anyway, let me know if you are using if you're a Yarnable subscriber and you're using your 2023 stitch marker, what project you're putting it on, and if you're putting it on like a big year or multi-year project, because I think that's super fun. Okay, now for the yarn. And I'm going to talk about something that I realized recently a lot of people did not know was an option for Yarnable. So I'm going to show you the yarn first. I'm going to show you the main color. This is the main color for January. I think it's showing up pretty true on the screen. So it's like a pink, like a light pink cotton candy almost base with this gold that is like woven throughout, and then these kind of magenta micro speckles. Let me see if I make it. I don't know if I can. I'm using my computer to record, so I don't think it's gonna like focus really close up, but that is what that looked like. You can kind of see more of the micro speckles and things in there. Super pretty yarn. I've seen a bunch of projects with this. It's knitting up quite lovely. I'm very happy with how it looks. And I think most people were pleased with it. I know if you're not a pink fan, which some people are not, then this might not have been your jam. But I really do think that with the gold and the magenta, it's so pretty. And even if you don't love pink for yourself, I think it would still be a great color for maybe a knit-worthy friend or relative or, whatever person in your life who does enjoy pink. So if you got that, I hope you loved it. So in Yarnable, you can get 1 or 2 skeins. I'm showing the plush sock fingering weight. You can also choose DK. For the last few months, we have had to use an alternate DK weight base because our normal plush DK base was out of stock. Both of our normal bases are an 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, but our normal DK was out of stock, so we were using a 75-25, which is also beautiful. I just like to have both of my bases be the same 85-15, but we will be going back to the normal DK in our March box. So February boxes are shipping out Tuesday, and they will have the alternate DK weight, but then in March we're going to be dyeing on our normal plush DK again. So yay, I'm excited for that because I really love that base and it makes great socks. I guess the 75-25 would make great socks too, but the 85-15 is just a little bit softer and I just really, really love it. But anyway, you can pick 1 or 2 skeins of either base and we will send those out to you, and you get all the goodies as well. But what I guess people didn't realize is that we introduced a few months back a new option for Yarnable, and it is called our deluxe package. And what that means is you have all the same options, but right now it's only available on the plush sock fingering weight. Very soon, I think with our March box, that is going to change and it will be available on both fingering and DK. I'm super excited that our yarn supplier they do not normally offer DK weight on mini or 50-gram skeins, or I think they do mini skeins, but nobody really does a 50-gram DK weight already reeled, and I don't have the capacity right now to reel them myself onto 50 grams from like a cone, but they already have started reeling 50-gram skeins for us for Yarnable so that we can offer this option on DK as well. So what is it? You get 1 or 2 skeins. You get to pick. You can either have 1 or 2 of the main color. You get all the goodies that are normally in your Yarnable box, but you also get a 50-gram coordinating skein. And January's 50-gram coordinating skein was this amazing, like, I don't know, I'm just going to call it magenta again. We called it Cheers was the name. The name of this was Party Like It's 2023. But together, I have a Hypnotic Yarn label because we actually ran out of Yarnable labels at the very end of our packing in January, so we had to put a Hypnotic Yarn label on them, but I mean, I don't think that matters all that much. But this is what they look like together. And if you have seen, if you're familiar with Kay, the crazy sock lady, she is knitting her new love story socks in this set right now as I'm recording this. So in January, she is knitting the main color of her socks in our coordinating Cheers colorway, and she is using our main color as her alternate secondary color. So I thought that was super duper fun. If you've seen her podcast or her Instagram, she showed a little bit that she had gotten started, and it was really fun. And that's actually how I found out that people didn't know we had this option, because I started getting a lot of emails from current subscribers saying, I saw Kay's podcast or I saw her post on Instagram and I did not know you had this, and how can I get this option? So if you're a subscriber, all you need to do is log into your account and you can switch over from whatever you're currently getting to the deluxe, and you just want to choose 1 or 2 skeins. It will not ask you for your yarn weight just yet, because right now it's only available on plush sock. However, when we open to subscribers again, you should have the option to pick either plush sock or DK. So that'll be really fun. And, you know, everything will be the same. It'll just be a change of yarn weight. And again, you can pick 1 or 2 skeins. So if you wanted to do a bigger shawl project, or you wanted to do a hat with a little bit of a coordinating color, or for heels, toes, and cuffs on a sock, 50 grams should be plenty for that. Or any sort of, color work that is, what's it called? What is it called when you are not, when you're only knitting with one color at a time, but, oh my, it'll come to me. It'll come to me and I'll probably shout it out later. You're probably all screaming at your screen. It's this. I can't think of the word, but you know what I'm talking about. Mosaic knitting. So this would be really cool as a mosaic in a mosaic cowl. I don't know if it's enough yardage, but there's a cowl. It's called the Concentra cowl. I think that's the name of it. And it uses Hypnotic Yarn as the yarn in the pattern. If there's enough yardage, that would be a great pattern for this. So you don't have to just knit socks. There's lots of things. And with the DK weight, you're going to have even more options. So super fun. But that was our January Yarnable. And like I said, we're getting February packed up right now, and I can't wait to show you how that looks. Actually, I can't show it. I can't show it right now, but I'm knitting something in the February colorway. So next month, when I do the unboxing for February, I'll show you what I'm knitting, but I can show you what it is that I'm knitting because I already knit it in another color. So it is this hat. And this is a new design by me. It normally has a pom-pom on it, but I didn't tie it on because I was needing to measure it and do all the things, but I'm putting this pom-pom on the hat. And let me stretch it out a little bit so you can see the pattern. It looks like this. And let me see, I can put it on. It's not straight because I can't see myself. There we go. So that's what it looks like on, which I think is super cute. I guess you could put this side in the front if you wanted, and these to the side. You could wear it however you want, but this is how I kind of intended it when I was designing it. And I love how that looks, and it would be super cute with a pom-pom. And the pattern, which is not yet released, the pattern has instructions for if you want to make it a bigger circumference or if you want to make it longer. So this is how I like my hats to fit. I mean, it's pretty stretchy, so I feel like this should fit most adults or, you know, teens or even younger people. You know, it might be a little bit slouchier, but then they can grow into it if you have, you know, a child that you're making it for. But I love it. I feel like it just has a really good fit. I don't like my hats to feel like they're going to fall off. So this is how I usually wear them, down pretty low. and over my ears to keep everything warm. And I'm currently knitting this in the February colorway. I feel like there was just like fuzz somewhere. Anyway, I'm currently knitting this in the February colorway, and it is gorgeous, and I can't wait for you to see it. This yarn is actually dyed by my friend Heather of So Happy Jane. She has a subscription, and we swap boxes every month. And so I had gotten this box, I'm not sure when. I may have also gotten this pom-pom in one of her boxes. I can't remember. But I don't think they were the same box. I don't know, maybe they were. But I saw this color and I thought, oh, that would be really nice to design in. And yeah, so I'm not going to release all the details about this pattern yet. It will probably be out in probably March is my guess, is when I'll be releasing this. So stay tuned for that if you like the design. But yeah, so that's one project that I have been working with or working on. I haven't been doing too much knitting this month because we've just, like I said, we've been so busy, and it has been, I don't know, this month has just been tough. It's just one thing after another that keeps coming up. I mean, we're managing it. We're, you know, we're all about the solutions, but it's definitely taken up quite a bit of time. So I haven't gotten too much knitting done. I actually forgot to bring the other project that I'm working on, so I will put a picture of it right here. It is a blanket shawl, kind of like a schlanket, but it's not called that. I think it's literally called a blanket. I am very much enjoying it. For the space that I'm at in my life right now and the busyness that we have, I am really loving all of the projects that are very simple, that are very easy, that are easy to memorize, repeats that I can just sort of, if I'm going to sit down and work on a project, I can just knit and I don't have to think and look back and forth at the pattern too much. And this particular pattern, this blanket is exactly that. And like I was saying, I've always wanted a handmade blanket. So I'm hoping that I will be able to finish this. I just feel like it's going to take me forever. I should put my 2023 stitch marker on it. You know what? That's probably what I'm going to do. I'll probably put my stitch marker on that blanket because I don't even know that I'll finish it this year. Yeah, it's just so busy, but that is what I am working on for my works in progress. And I just have the one finished object. But I do have, let me see, I have a couple things else that I want to show you. I got to think of what I want to show you first. I guess I'll show you this first because it sort of ties in. This is a skein of yarn that I just also received from Heather of So Happy Jane. She is just the sweetest person. If you don't follow her or you aren't familiar with her, please go check out her shop and her Instagram. You can find her if you just search So Happy Jane, SEW, like sewing. I don't know why I had to mime that for you, like you don't know what sewing is. Anyway, this color is my jam. Like this color is everything to me. And I think it actually might work really well in the color scheme that I have for that circular blanket. I wish I could remember the name of it so I could call it what it is and not circular blanket, but I think this could work really well because that color scheme it goes from purples to purples and oranges. And then I think it goes to blues. It's been a while since I put all the colors together, but I think this could work really well with that. So I have this skein of yarn that I got, and this was part of one of her club colorways from February. This was her February colorway. So I already received it. Ooh, I should say, I'll put up a warning in case you are a subscriber and you haven't gotten your box from her yet. I'll put up a warning ahead of this to not look. I'm not going to show the other items because I don't have them with me that she sent with the box, but this was the yarn. So sorry if I spoiled it for you. I don't know why I did that and didn't say anything in advance. That was silly of me. Next one, spoiler alert, I am going to show my ALC Yarn Club yarn. So if you are a subscriber to Nikki's Yarn Club, Avery Lane Creations, look away, do not look, because this is her brand new color that I just got in the mail like yesterday. So my guess is going to be, if you're a subscriber, you may not have gotten yours yet. So look away now if you don't want to see it. Okay. So this is Nikki's color, and I feel like it matches my sweater so perfectly. It's sort of like a mauve. Yeah, I mean, it's really like different shades of mauve. I feel like the color that it's showing on the screen is pretty accurate. So that is pretty. I feel like that would also look really nice with this hat. It's because it's very tonal. So I think that would look really good with this hat as well. So this was my I don't know. I don't know what month this was. It doesn't say on here. This was, I want to say it was her January colorway. I don't know. I just got it. So it depends. Like with these clubs, you'll probably know if you're in any of them. Some of us, like I ship Yarnable at the end of January so that you receive it in February. So it's our February colorway that we ship the end of January. And then end of February, we're shipping our March colorway. So we always go by the month you receive the yarn in. That's the color. And then some people go by the month that they're shipping. So like this is a kind of Valentine-y themed yarn. It's called Lovey Dovey. It's sort of a Valentine-y colorway, but I believe it was her January skein. So if that makes sense. And then this was Heather's February skein. So, and she just calls it her hand-dyed happy yarn club February. So it doesn't look like it has an actual like separate colorway name to it. But so these are two skeins of yarn that I got. I love both of them very much. So I'm super happy about that. And then the other thing, and I guess the last thing that I want to show you is a new kit that we are going to be releasing at the end of, well, I want to say the end of January, but really we're at the end of January. So it'll be probably the first week of February. Hopefully, maybe the Friday, the first Friday of February. So let's see, let me look at my calendar. First Friday of February would be the 3rd. So that sounds about right. We'll probably have these released on February 3rd, maybe. Don't hold me to it, but we are releasing this super beautiful set, which will also have a full 100-gram skein with it. I haven't dyed the 100-gram skein yet. Actually, I'm torn between two colors for the main color. And that is either like a robin's egg blue, a really light, beautiful robin's egg blue, like super, super light, or a mid gray. I don't know. I kind of feel like the blue would look so pretty and these darker colors would just pop so well, like on that color. But I think gray would look really pretty too. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you have a preference? If you do, and I see it before I dye the main color, which probably won't happen until Tuesday. So we have a couple days, depending on when I get this video updated or uploaded. But look at the set. And so this set is going to be for Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady's new pattern that she just released. It was supposed to release February 1st, but she released it a little bit early, which is super exciting because that means I can use these colors to knit one, which is going to be awesome. But it's her Love Story socks and her Love Story cowl. So these are all 20-gram mini skeins. So my kit will have 5 20-gram minis and 1 full 100-gram skein of yarn. So that'll probably give you enough to make 2 different pairs of socks, I believe, because Kay is knitting her main color with this 50-gram skein. So if you were getting 100 grams in the main color, you should be able to use that for 2 pairs of socks. And then I believe that the stripes in the pattern, there's a picture of what the pattern looks like here. The stripes, I don't think take more than 10 grams each. So with 20 grams, you should be able to make 2 pairs of socks. And you could mix up the order of the stripes if you wanted, or use a different color for the heels and toes. And swap in the color that you used on the previous pair for the heel, or not heels and toes, for the heel in the stripe. So you could do a couple different things and make them a little bit different from each other. So that could be really fun, but I believe it will get you 2 pairs. I haven't actually bought the pattern yet. I am purchasing it probably right after this video. And I will be, as soon as I have my main color done, I will be casting on, or actually, I think Kim here, one of our employees, is going to be casting on the socks. So this is the fingering weight set that will be for the socks. And then we are going to do the same kit in our DK weight, our plush DK, with our plush DK 20-gram minis for the cowl. So here's what the cowl looks like. And it has the same sort of stripy pattern. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that is, that pattern is designed in DK. So we're going to do the exact same set in our DK weight. And I'm ridiculously excited about it. So let me know what you think. Should I do blue or should I do gray? Or should I give you the option to pick either one? Should I say you'll get these and then you can pick blue or gray as your main color in the listing? I don't know. That's kind of tricky to do though, because of the way Shopify inventory works. Like if I put these sets with each color, then I wouldn't actually have enough of these to cover both options. Does that make sense? I think I might have to pick one. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm leaning towards that really, really light blue, but oh, I love these like jewel tone. When I was dyeing it in my mind, I sort of, this color, I don't know if it's coming up as accurate. It's a bit deeper. It's a very deep violet. And then this is a very deep navy. And then you kind of have this plum color. And then this like kind of a teal green, like jade almost. And then this light mint. You see them all here? Yeah. So this is kind of my thoughts for how I would probably put them together. I mean, either like this or like this. I don't know. I'll have to decide, but let me know what you think. I love them. I'm so happy with them. They came out perfectly. I'm going to have a bunch of sets on both bases. And yeah, hopefully we'll have them for this update. We might just have the sock sets for this update and the cowl sets next update, maybe with a restock of the sock sets. We'll see. I'm not sure, but hopefully we'll have something up on Friday. Also coming on Friday, so many people have asked about if we will have more skeins of this January color. And the answer is yes, we will have more skeins. We will have skeins and we will also have full boxes. I think in both weights, I believe. I think we're going to have both fingering and DK complete boxes in the normal, not the deluxe, but the normal. And then we will have just the yarn by itself. And there's something I wanted to talk to you about that. So we have recently added a new section to our shop, and it is called Perfectly Imperfect. And it has our quality seconds in this section, and they are heavily discounted. They are 50% off. And as we dye our yarn, we get yarn in such large quantities. When I purchase yarn for the shop, we're buying thousands and thousands of skeins, like, you know, I don't know, 3,000, 4,000 skeins at a time. We're buying a lot of yarn. And inevitably, there is a percentage that has some issues. Are they terrible issues? No, they are not. The yarn is perfectly usable, perfectly beautiful, but it might have a broken strand, or it might have like some, like a little tiny section that maybe, you know, this big that has untwisted. So it looks a little bit frayed, or it might have like some pills on it. Not a lot, just maybe like 1 or 2 type of thing. So it's sort of like up to you if you'd want to cut that out and then just keep knitting with it, or tie it, or just knit through it, because honestly, I don't even know that in a project you would even notice it. But we do a very stringent, is that the word? Strict quality checks on our yarn. So if we're putting something up in the shop for full price, We do expect for it to be perfect. And if it's not, we don't put it up. We had a lot of those skeins that had collected over the last year kind of hanging around. So we created this new shop section with this yarn that is 50% off. So these skeins are $15. That is a huge deal. The yarn sold out really, really fast, and there was a lot of it. There was a lot. So it did sell out really fast. So if you're interested in getting anything in our perfectly imperfect section, you're going to want to shop the update as soon as we announce that it is released. We do send an email out to our email subscribers. You can sign up for the email on the Hypnotic Yarn website, and we'll send you a notification. We always send to email subscribers first before we post to Instagram, before we post anywhere else. We let newsletter subscribers know privately that the yarn is in the shop. And so you guys will have a chance before we, tell the whole world. So if you're not a subscriber, please get on the list if you would like to get that notification early. I will show you an example. So these are perfectly imperfect skeins. So you never would have known the whole time I was showing these and talking about these that we would consider these to be imperfect skeins. I do not even know what is wrong with this one. My guess is going to be it has a broken thread and it's just wound in here somewhere, so I don't even see it, but it probably has a broken strand. This one has this, like, see this? I think you could probably just pull it right off. But the twist has come just ever so slightly. I mean, just teeny. And it has this kind of big pill on it. So I think if you just wiggled this pill a little bit, it would just come right off. But yeah, I mean, these skeins, honestly, they are very good quality. They are very high quality, but they aren't perfect. And we do just want to move them out of the shop. We have quite large numbers of these, even if it's 2% of 3,000, that's still kind of a lot of yarn. So we just want to move them along, and that's why we offer them at such a big discount, but they are really good, really usable yarns. And we will have a good number of those in this update as well. So you'll see the perfectly imperfect January skeins. You will see the complete boxes in fingering weight and DK. People have been asking me if we will have this color available, this 50 gram, and we will, but honestly, this is it. This is the only skein we have. I'm almost inclined to just not even put it in the shop because I feel like it's not fair. One skein of yarn. I know we probably will. We'll probably list it, but honestly, we only had one extra. I don't know. We usually try to dye extras, but I think maybe we had some, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but this is all we have. We have this one extra skein. So we are going to try to have more of those in future months, for future months colorways. We don't keep the recipes for these really or these. So once we dye them for Yarnable, that's it. I mean, we may start keeping the recipes going forward, but honestly, I don't see myself re-releasing Yarnable colorways, aside from what we dye over ahead of time, so that if you want to make a bigger project, you can, or for people who aren't in the club who wanted to try it or just really love this one particular color and want to get it, we try to offer those skeins, but after that, I don't really re-dye them. And this, I don't even have the recipe. I have no idea. So this is all I have. But we will try to dye higher quantities of those going forward so that if you love it and you really want it, you can get it. And I apologize that we don't have really many skeins for January because I've gotten a lot of emails asking about it. But if you're a subscriber and you want to receive this extra 50 gram skein every single month, you can do so. All you need to do, we don't need to be open for you to do this. If you're a subscriber, you can just log into your Yarnable account and you can click edit over on the left-hand side of your screen. It's easier to do it on a computer than it is on your phone. So the left-hand side of your screen when you sign in is your subscription information. Down at the bottom somewhere, there'll be like an orange button. I think it's orange. I don't know. It could be a different color now. That says edit. Click on that. And then you'll see you can pick the option that you want for your yarn, and then like I think you pick like 1 or 2 skeins or your deluxe box or whatever you want first, and then it'll ask you your yarn weight. If you choose to move to deluxe, it won't ask you that right now because it's only on fingering. That will change going forward. So depending on when you watch this video, it may or may not ask you for your yarn weight. And then you just hit save, and your next renewal, you will get the new deluxe option. So that is a thing. A few other things we are thinking about adding to both the Hypnotic Yarn shop and the Yarnable subscription, sort of. So Hypnotic Yarn. We also have a new section called Kim's Kits, and Kim's Kits has been a really fun section, and people have been really excited about it. And the things in that shop section have been selling out pretty fast as well. And basically, when we have like one-off skeins here and there, or sometimes we'll dye a yarnable colorway when we're trying to figure out what we want, and maybe it's not exactly what we wanted for the theme. So we'll like over dye it, or we'll do some stuff to it. So it just kind of becomes this like one of a kind, random, one-off couple of colors. Or couple of skeins. Kim will pair them up with other random minis that we have, or 50 grams, or sometimes we have cake koozies in the shop. She just goes through and puts pairings together based on, you know, what she likes, what she thinks looks fun together. And then we put them in the shop under the Kim's Kits section. So that is something else that you can check out. And the inventory there is always going to be changing, just like the Perfectly Imperfect section. So it's fun. You can always look and see what is new in those shop sections. Also soon, we are going to have some swag, some Hypnotic Yarn and Yarnable t-shirts and mugs and some other items along those lines. So stay tuned for that. Those items will not be shipping directly from here. They will be print on demand. There are things that we will be designing. However, we are not carrying them in-house, so deliveries will come separately. You won't receive them with your yarn. So if you place a yarn order and one of these items, you will get 2 packages. So just be aware of that. And you know, they will show up at separate times. These will probably ship sooner, not these, but you know, anything you order from our shop will probably ship sooner. And those things, especially t-shirts, could take even a couple of weeks to get printed and then sent you, because they are printed to order. So, and we're doing that especially for the t-shirts because we can't possibly carry all of the sizes and all of the things just because it wouldn't really make financial sense for us to do that. But we want to make sure that all of those sizes and everything are available to you in different colors and different cuts, depending on what you like and what your style is. So we want to have a wide variety that we can offer so everybody can get what they want without us having to carry like 9 million different t-shirts in stock, because that would be bananas. We don't have room to carry all of that in stock, but we do want to offer it to you. So we will be doing that. And then lastly, so 2 ideas I want to throw out at you guys. If you're still watching, thank you for staying with me. I would love to get your opinion on 2 different ideas. One is I'm thinking about adding a yarn only option to Yarnable. So for those who do not want or care for the extra goodies, I know, you know, some people love the extra goodies. I personally love that part of the Yarnable box. I think, you know, for us, really our mission with Yarnable is to provide really beautiful yarns, but also offer you a way to have some self-care time and have some enjoyment, not just in the yarn and in the making, but in the whole experience, right? So when I put together a box, lots of times, like I'm literally thinking like, okay, you know, you're having a nice bubble bath with your bath bombs, and you have your glass of like sparkly beverage with you, and you're relaxing and it's quiet. Like I literally am envisioning this when I put these things together. And so that's kind of the whole idea around Yarnable, is that we really just want to make sure that, you know, you're getting gorgeous yarn, and yay, we all love gorgeous yarn, but that also you're taking care of yourself, and that we get so busy, and that your knitting is also a way to relieve stress and reduce anxiety and just have some really calm, quiet, peaceful time for yourself. So sometimes if you're like, what? I have this in my box, it's not related to knitting. That's why. However, we realize that not everybody wants these extras. And also, you know, times have been tough lately. And the extras, they definitely, you know, they cost money. They cost money for me to purchase. And where our box is fixed, you know, we're not making profits on these extras, to be, you know, really transparent with you. Honestly, a lot of the times we're probably losing money on the extras. But it's not so much about that for us as it is providing you that experience. So that's why we do it. But it would allow us to offer, if we discluded these extras as an option, it would allow people to get just the Yarnable yarn at a lower price without paying for the extras that maybe they don't care about anyway. So I'd love to know if that is something you're interested in. And if you do respond, let me know, one, are you already a subscriber or not? And two, if you're a subscriber, is that something you would like to switch over to? Like, does that sound more desirable to you to just get the yarn? And if you're not a subscriber, you know, is that something that you're like, oh, you know what, I didn't really subscribe because I'm not interested in the extras, but a lower price point with just the yarn would be a really interesting option for me. So let me know, because that's something we're thinking about adding, but it is quite a lot of work to add another option. I know it might not seem like it is, but we do have quite a lot of subscribers. And so every option that we have is a whole another set of processes that we have to do. And it affects our buying. It affects everything from the top down. So we only want to offer it if it's something that really is going to add value to you and that is going to serve you. So let me know. And then the other thing that I'm thinking about offering, my team thinks I'm crazy because I just want to offer all the things, but I'm thinking about adding a t-shirt club for knitters. It will probably start for knitters, and then we'll see how that goes. And then if there's interest for crocheters, maybe we could do a separate club just for crocheters, because obviously the sayings on the t-shirts and things would be different depending on what your craft is. But so we would offer that as a standalone, separate from Yarnable. And then we would probably have like an ultimate box where you could get everything. So you could get the deluxe box and the t-shirt club all together in like kind of the like grand poobah of subscriptions, or you could just get one, or you could just get the t-shirt if that's all you wanted. So I don't know, let me know what you think. If you would love t-shirt with like just a funny sayings, or just sayings in general that that let you kind of show the world your love of your craft. I think it would be super fun. But I would love to know what you think, because again, doing that would be a ginormous undertaking and a whole new thing all unto itself. But I'm here for it. If you guys want it, I'm here for it. I secretly want you to want it. But tell me, I mean, if I get feedback that's just like, nah, I would not be spending money on that this year, then we probably will put that on the back burner and maybe do it in 2024. I don't know. So let me know what you think. And okay, I think that's everything. I don't even know how long I've been recording, like almost an hour, I think. I didn't think I would have that much to say, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed the video. Next month, I'm hoping to have another day in the life of us doing all the things with the February colorway. And I want to start doing those monthly as we're packing and dyeing and creating and doing all of the things for each colorway every month. So hopefully we're going to start doing some day in the lives. I don't even know how to say it. Anyway, we're going to start doing some of those videos monthly. And also, I think that we're going to try to do one live stream here on YouTube every month with Jess. So Jess and I together, the dynamic duo, hopefully are going to do a live stream where you can show up live, ask us your questions. I don't know, tell us all the things, tell us what you're working on. We can show you what we're doing. Jess has been doing all kinds of really cool stuff. She's been knitting colorwork sweaters. If you remember, she's a crocheter originally. She is now a knitter. She's doing colorwork sweaters. She's doing all kinds of gorgeous, amazing projects. And I'm just like, on the sidelines watching her go and being super jealous of all the awesome stuff that she's been working on. So yeah, so we're hoping to do a live stream once a month where we can hang out with you guys. And just do a lot more content here on YouTube. So I don't know, let me know if you're here for that and if that sounds exciting to you. For now, I guess I will just say goodbye. Thank you so much for staying to the end if you made it this far. And I will see you again soon. And until then, happy making.